No, I'm back. Sorry. Cut off. I got a message, a text message, so the dreams are so vivid and strong that I didn't want to go to sleep, and it was forcing me to stay up, and that forcing me to stay up showed me something very important about staying up without doing any kind of alcohol or any kind of depressant. Just on the stimulant effect of that time the coca plant. Sometimes I'd add a few other things, but it was just the coca plant. What it did, and I'm sure this is what happened to Sigmund Freud when he was big on it as well, and everything that I've ever read about it and doing it has always put him down and saying, oh, he shouldn't have done that, he messed up his careers or whatever, but I'm sure it helped him write all those books on psychotherapy and get a lot of messages from the spirit world that nobody believed he got probably, and he just said, he's just choosing that to write a book, whatever. But I'm telling you that something happens after 2-3 days, 4 months, and the range could go up anywhere up into 7. And people that have done it, and they don't brag about it, and instead of, oh, you haven't get your 8 hours sleep, oh my God, I heard that brings on psychosis. No, it opens up channels to communication to it, and if you're not used to it and you don't understand what's happening, then of course it's going to make you scared and think there's something wrong with you. And then you rush to a doctor and say, oh yeah, that could be multiple personality disorder. Here you go, here's the pill. What it is you're communicating through your DNA to other dimensions. And I'm not saying that the coca plant does it. I'm not saying that any drug does it. But the fact that your body is able to stay up and be lucid and be very aware and be very focused while doing it is an incredible thing. Again, I'm not... Please, people are going to be, see, you're promoting it now, all the kids are going to start doing it. I'm a shaman, and I'm trying to explain the shaman practice. And most shamans won't do this because it's illegal, and they don't want the publicity, and they don't want the hassle from the cops, right? So at this point, I've said so much on these things, and I don't give a flying fuck anymore. Okay? About you that judge me about I'm just putting this out here because I'm trying to put as much out of here as possible, right? Because if tomorrow I get hit by a fucking car, at least you fucking people know what I'm trying to do. I was trying to do for you. So, and at first it was weird. I mean, I after 2-3 days, literally, I would look out into the fields and I would see spirits, and I'd go over and I'd see whole worlds, dimensions of a whole group of people underneath the tree. And I'd see them from an angle, and they'd be smiling, and I'd be waving back, and then I'd go into that tree, and I'd go like, and it's gone. I had a whole backyard that I created of very tropical plants in Florida, and I lit them up with certain lights, and I swear, and my God, the night that there was a full moon, my God, it was just the full moon. It lightens everything up, and then you see it all with the vision quest, with the sleep with the vision quest. Look, I'm 58 years old. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. I did these vision quests since I was, I guess, 45. I'm not psychotic. I'm very aware. I'm actually a little bit too aware at this point. I've got too much information about what the society is, and I choose not to participate anymore. I'm disabled when it comes to being able to be a slave to the system anymore. But the level of information, and I would, and again, I want to repeat this. Day one, I wake up and shit, I got so many fucking problems, and I got my house. How am I gonna do this thing? With 8 hours sleep, and then comes the 24-hour period that I haven't slept, and then it's like 24 hours, 26 or 25 hours. Like, man, you know what? Yeah, fuck the bills. I don't give a shit. You know what? I'm up. I spent this time, and I'm very, very like, wow, a lot of stuff is coming through me. A lot of stuff is coming through me. So I did this for about a year and a half, and that year and a half, I've never experienced anything like I experienced. The level of connecting to my music, to my art, to the things that I semi-connected to in these during the quest, during 2-3 days. The level of being able to just articulate things on the spot without thinking, just let it come through me, was incredible. I didn't have the video capabilities that I do now. I mean, I got a smartphone. I didn't have a smartphone back then. I had a little video camera on top of a computer, and it recorded some stuff, but it wasn't to the extent that I'm doing now. So I'm seeing much more of it now. I mean, I'm seeing the difference between me after 8 hours sleep and me with 36 hours of no sleep. Much different. I wish the 36 hours, the 3-day guy, the 2-day guy would be the day one guy. I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be waking up, fearing, the tax man's gonna come and get me. But those people would probably get me arrested and I'd probably be in jail right now or shot. So, there's a reason for everything. But the feeling that you get, and it's not a drug feeling. It's not the feeling of a drug. The drug is assisting my ability to stay awake, and I can do it. And my soul is luxuriant. I've come in this, like I've met other people that can do this, and I'm sure that they're starseeds, and I'm sure, and they're not realized yet, and maybe either. But if you can do this, if you can stay up for the first 7 days and still be lucid and no problem, and still be able to talk, well, you know what? You're probably starseed. Because there's something about the DNA of a person that allows plant medicines to work a little bit better and more precisely, because we have a mechanism that doesn't shut it down when the powers that be shut it down. And they had to shut it down in all the tribal cultures. Because don't forget, it wasn't just the shaman that experienced this, but the whole tribe experienced this. The whole tribe experienced this. I'm going to have to do these in little, short little cuts because I'm getting interrupted by certain things. So I'll be right back with part 4 or something.